Everybody, welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Okay, shall I begin? Okay, let me talk. Should I begin?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
This is your show.
This is sort of serious because I've been watching children's programs because they give instructions, they have answers. And our programs have been geared for stupidity.
Dumbed down. They've been dumbed down.
They have been.
Yeah.
And they have people speak as if they were idiots and dance around in costumes. And I'm living in a world where I need answers. PBS has it. I remember watching a program where they told children what to do with a postcard. You write your message there. You write the address where it should go over here. I want somebody to give me advice in the world. And one place where I know I can give advice, because I've been through it, I would like to speak about illness. And I'm quite serious about this. I came down years ago, about 40 or more years ago, with a very strange disease that attacked my body. And when I ended up in a wheelchair, I realized that there are people who have answers. The first one was a doctor, but I got that doctor because I was a volunteer. I was a volunteer in the prison system. And one day somebody came for a meeting and he said, "By the way, Hetty, how is your knee?" And I said, "It's not my knee anymore, it's my whole body." And he said, "How? Have you seen a doctor?" And I said, "Yes, but they only give you pills." And he said, "My wife works with a doctor who works to cure unknown diseases. When would you like to see him?" Now nobody says, "When do you want to see the doctor?" Seriously, they look in their books and they give you the correct time. So that already made me feel funny. But Dr. D'Angelo was the man who cured me. He found it was lupus, which at that time was not known by people. And he gave me instructions, but most of all he said, "Your problem is fear. You are so afraid of this disease. Fear is exactly what stops you from healing." And I remember Eric always used to say, "If you're afraid of a dog, that dog will bite you." Fear causes the enemy. And when I was healed, when I called the doctor and I said, "By the way, Dr. D'Angelo, I just walked over 100 blocks because I used to love to walk. And that's why all my paintings of the city gave me joy, because I found them in my walks." And he said, "The fear works against you. Your body feels it and it stops healing." So I'm going to tell you in bits and pieces, one bit today, another time you'll get another part of it. Because I wrote it all down, but I realized also people don't read long stories anymore. So I will tell you in bits and pieces. I was shocked at the fear in me. I saw my knee as if it had never been mine, as if it had only been on loan. Who was this carrier that made this happen to me? And I was reading a book by Adele Davis on arthritis. People who have arthritis are twisted and gnarled and angry inside. Not me, twisted, gnarled, angry, but I was such a happy person. But why couldn't I be angry and happy? Why does one have to take away the other? And I began to think, the towels that people left on the floor for me to pick up, the bits and pieces of housekeeping that I take care of. And I began to think of learning how to speak. And I thought, how much did I promise? Whom had I failed? How much did I promise? And then hate those who expected me to do what I had said. Why did I get upset when people asked me to do what I had always done? And whom had I failed? Suddenly I had nothing with which to help anybody. And why had I always been so afraid to ask for help? Suddenly I had nothing with which to help anybody. And I began to read. And I'm going to give you the awesome books that helped me. Okay? One of them was Lives of a Cell. Wait. Dr. Thomas's Lives of a Cell. He wrote about the body as if he shared it with other living entities who also used it as their space to live in. And I decided I would get to feel at home with them and form a partnership. I had failed them for so long. And I heard lupus is a disease in which the body attacks itself. Perhaps the mind attacks the body with rage. A child beating its head against the wall, suicide, alcohol, overeating, masochism. And I began to realize I would have to learn where I had failed my body. Then a friend introduced me to a nurse who, besides giving me untold hours on the phone, led me to a book written by Max Wormbrand, How Thousands of My Arthritis Patients Regained Their Health. And I took that book and I obeyed it. Mostly I learned not to be afraid. The thing is, if you listen to doctors who know exactly what to do, but they don't know how much you're willing to do. With Dr. Wormbrand, I listened to every word. I listened and I obeyed. And I found out I had been afraid of the illness. But when you're afraid of a dog, he will bite you. And start looking at yourself. What are you afraid of? Because all of us have something wrong with us. Maybe the teeth, maybe the feet. And if not, we have a friend who's got those mistakes, suffering from. And we think maybe that'll be me tomorrow. My hair has fallen out not because of fear, but if I don't buy a turban or a wig, it'll keep doing it. And the world will go on. Some things you cannot fix. So let me change the subject now, okay? And that goes to art, because I have my Dory here and she can do anything. I have a friend who has a horse, and she uses that horse to help children. And an artist asked if she could photograph. Now, I am not Dory, so this will take time.
What are you looking for?
Right here. I have it right here.
Because there's a picture of the horse right there if you want it.
Tuscany. Here. But Dory can find it.
Well, sweetie, you could find it too. Here, look.
Here.
Hetty.
Oh. Oh, are you wonderful?
It's sitting right there. There's another one too.
Oh, good. Can you show them?
Turn it towards me. You show them. Turn it towards me. Turn it towards
Just
me.
like that?
Look at that. Yes. A beautiful horse.
Is that a drawing?
No.
Okay, then we have to find the drawing.
Who drew the horse?
I'll show you who drew the horse right now. It's here. And this is the drawing.
Okay, turn it towards me. Oh, yeah.
Is that gorgeous?
Nice shadows.
Yeah.
You're good with shadows.
This one is better than with the shadows.
Yes.
Now, there's also a story, but I don't know how to transfer that.
Okay, tell me about it.
It'll take time because I don't know how to transfer.
Tell me where it is.
Somewhere right there.
In your notes?
No, at the bottom
In
somewhere.
the emails?
Yeah.
Okay, done. You can keep talking while I'm doing this.
Yes, okay. The thing is, it is so beautifully done. But this horse helps children who are afraid of others, suddenly have a friend.
So is the story in this picture?
No, the story is me during that time, but it comes there and then...
It just says, a couple of years ago, an artist reached out to
Yeah.
me and asked if she could draw Tuscany. I just recalled this. Like you, she loves to draw in pencil. That
So
looks like
on
a
the
photo.
side, there would be another which gives her story.
Okay. Oh, wait, the artist. Oh, it says something about the Facebook page. Keep talking.
Yeah, and
More
you're
when I'm
you're
talking.
seeing Dory in action. You have never seen Dory in action, but you will now.
Dory ain't so great right now.
And I usually don't let anybody touch my...
Her name is Anneli
My-
Johansson.
Yeah, but
Okay, so what do you want me to do?
to find the story and send it over. But don't worry,
Okay.
because we can even read it.
Yeah, okay.
But somewhere there is her story, right next to it.
Next to the picture?
I don't think so.
Okay, you keep talking.
Okay, it would give one of those things that you have to hit a few lines and then it speaks.
Okay.
How are we doing in time?
Yeah, it's 7:18.
Okay, then I'll start painting in the meantime.
Okay, go right ahead. Oh, there it is. Wait.
Okay, and I'll start painting.
Is it this story right here about Tuscany? My latest drawing. Tuscany is a big girl at 17.2 hands, a thoroughbred, and is the granddaughter of Triple Crown winner Seattle Slew. She is an angel with hidden wings and is sensitive to a person's emotions and will go to the person with need. Isn't that awesome? When my daughter started to ride, I used to be amazed seeing small girls handling them with no fear in the world. Some are huge. I found out that when you bond with them, most are just like giant cuddly teddy bears and with a sense of humor as well. I love horses. Reference with permission by Kathy Lahane Cawthorn and Natalie Loizo Photography.
So now let me paint.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, and her name is Anneli Johansson with 2 S's and O-N. She's, I think, Swedish.
Okay.
She lives in Greece, but she's from Sweden.
Okay, come and join me.
I'm here.
Okay, I have to explain. I decided a cloth with things in this converted parking lot wouldn't fit. So I decided I would paint the tablecloth out and do a wooden table.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And what I would like to show is that there is no color. There are only colors underneath until you get the right one.
Well, there's the flag right there. Tammy Smith said, how'd the flag turn out? And the flag is right where you're painting.
And what I did was, I have to show you what I have to do. And one of them is the sad thing.
What's that?
That this bowl takes away. And I had 2 other bowls here, and I got rid of them because it was too much.
You wouldn't even know it.
Well, if you touched it, you'd feel the bumps.
Oh.
But you see, I love that orange.
Yes, in the bowl? Uh-huh.
Yeah,
right next to the flag.
But
you're gonna
into the floor, into the wood.
It must go.
It's beautiful. So I'm going to go over Hoover's head a little bit.
Okay.
And I am going to change this bowl's color.
Okay.
Because it's too much. It's not too much. It's too much for this spot.
Right. While you're painting, I'll just read some things. Let's see.
Wonderful.
After Yola said, I will visit you, Martha Bilski said, hi, Hetty. And Marcia Goldstein-Graber said, great to be here with you. And Ken was watching, I don't know if he still is, and he says, so glad you're sharing this about the story about lupus and Dr. D'Angelo. And Denise Taylor is watching. And Kathy, when you showed the picture, she said, that's Natalie with Tuscany. Oh, and Kathy asked, do you have the name of the artist? I read it. And Julie Williams says, hi, Hetty and Dory. And Kathy says, yes, thanks, Dory. And Phyllis Cooper is watching. And Kathy said, thank you, Hetty, for sharing my Tuscany.
Phyllis Cooper, my pencil person.
Another pencil artist. That was an amazing drawing by that artist. And Jelly Johnson. Anneli Johansson. I must say the name right.
What I have to do is this. Right. I have to get rid of that orange bowl because it's too much.
But you have orange right behind it. You have that lady in the orange dress. So you've got orange still.
Yeah, but I need to get rid of this because, and in order to do it,
it doesn't look
I have to take Sherry, put some more beautiful white, and I take some skin color and I give her a hand instead.
Aha, covering over that bowl.
Yes.
What was it, a bowl of fruit? Doritos? Doritos are a cool orange.
We could do anything we want to because we can always get rid of it.
That's true. Oil is forgiving, right? Look at that hand taking shape.
Yep. But until then, you know, actually, I could have a wonderful time. I don't want it to be a bowl because it would sit on top of Amos Hoover's head.
Yes.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So let's do this.
Mary Nix just popped in and she says, hi from Canada, Hetty.
And a hi to you. If I make the sleeve longer, it'll be more graceful.
There you go.
Okay, and back we go to the table.
The master at work, or the mistress.
A mistress, please.
Well,
Now,
you want to be a mistress.
isn't it unfair
What?
that a master is an honorable word?
And mistress is, oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
A lot of words for women and men in the English language are
yes,
like that.
but she fought against that.
Yes.
And I promised when she passed away that I would keep up her decision.
You can still be a master.
No,
Yes,
that
you can.
the word master must have a female version, which isn't mistress.
Superwoman. I guess Kathy popped off because it says she's watching again. She's back.
Okay, now watch.
Okay, we're watching.
She's a very graceful handed woman.
Phyllis Cooper says mastress. Instead of master or mistress, mastress.
I think that's very good. Look, we're creating an English language.
That's it. Well, you know what? It's constantly an evolving language.
I hope so.
Oh, please.
I wish.
There's new words every day.
And this is what we're going to talk about another time.
What's that?
That I, who have been a refugee and wasn't allowed into America, am appalled at how refugees are portrayed here as evil monsters who just ask for money and kill.
Unfortunately, the few become the many.
But we have to stop analyzing with hate,
Yes.
because that's the real thing. And when I couldn't get into the United States, but Panama took me in. And I'm alive, not because Hitler allowed me, but because Panama opened the doors. And the lovely thing I want to mention is that I have a way off relative whom I discovered was my relative through Facebook
Just recently?
about a year ago.
Amazing.
Yes. And he works for the UN
Ah,
for refugees.
it's a coincidence.
Okay, you see, I can't do anymore, but I can shape it.
Right, because it's wet.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is very
So
wet.
the Facebook, you found your relative is like the DNA of technology.
Yes. You know exactly how I had spoken on Facebook, and I had mentioned something about the miracle that we all are.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote back, and he introduced me to that I have his books right here about miracles, about the world.
Cosmic Queries guy?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I can't see his name. It's too far away, but I know who you're talking about.
And Joni immediately went to the computer and found a book written by him which could be good for children, which could begin at the very beginning. Okay, do you see the frustration? No matter what I do.
You want to keep going, I see it.
Yeah, I want to keep going. At least I would like to outline it, but I can't because it's so wet.
And Kathy says she's going to tell the artist you mentioned her. She says she looked at your site and was amazed. She thinks you're great. She will be honored. She's in Sweden. I will see you soon, my Hetty.
Well, what I said to Kathy, knowing that Dory would be here because Kenny wasn't able to be here, and I knew with Dory I could do anything because she understands.
Oh my gosh, you got to stop building me up. Holy crow.
To me,
you make my head so big it's not going to fit out the door when I try to leave.
No. It just means that you're going to not stop coming.
No, I'm not stopping.
Okay, you know why?
Why?
And I think I may have said this a few times before. When I desperately needed help with paperwork, Kenny said that he had advertised for somebody. Wait, I have a mistake here.
Uh-oh, well, you have to wait to fix it, right? Because it's wet?
Yep, but I can show what I'm going to do. See, the table is ending here, but here it's ending here. So I have to take a line.
Mm-hmm. I'm zooming in there. I'm really close. Oh, I see. It's at his elbow. Well, his elbow is going to be over it anyway.
Right.
Yes.
And he is, in my mind, an absolute hero.
Who?
This is David Rothenberg.
Oh, okay.
Who founded the Fortune Society.
Uh-huh. Kathy says she has to meet me.
Perfect.
Someday.
Yep. Because I don't drive, so it's going to be up to you to do the work.
Oh, I'm really just a figment of your imagination.
But do all of you realize the fun art is?
Well, we watch you have so much fun with it.
I am. But I'm not afraid of it. Again, it's like with the body. If you're afraid of a dog, it'll bite you.
Right. So you're the boss of it.
Yeah. I'm straightening the perspectives now.
You know, I was looking at, when I exercise every morning, I look at your print of Times Square, and I was looking at how precise your lines were in the building. So I feel like I got nothing better to do while I'm exercising since I hate it so much. So I focus elsewhere. So I was looking at how straight the lines are.
Yeah, but I was not 94.
You're still so precise. I mean, even your handshakes, you do this, you're not working on an easel, and you're still very precise.
Because I need to be.
Well, but you don't take artistic license. Well, you do with the curb people, and you do like how many people you put in there, but yeah, I mean, mostly you don't take artistic license.
Because, and all of you know this already, because I repeated it, I figured I have to fight against the hate in people. And if I show people and buildings so that they'll recognize it.
Okay, let me just tell you, it's 7:33. You're having so much fun, we're running over. And what's
Okay.
Mary Nick says, love the banter and the advice. And Kathy says, 94 years young. And Kina says, I have my framed copy of Times Square and love it.
Yes.
I need to send a picture to you. It inspires me every morning.
I love it. But did you print the story of it?
What, Times Square?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you must, because everybody in there is a real person.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, but the thing is, they gave me so much help, because if you sit on a city street,
Look, people don't, look, today they'll run over you.
yeah,
So we're way over, but that's okay.
okay,
They love
that you
you.
know, eventually, what I would do now, if I could, I would give her a sleeve. But,
You will when we're not watching.
well, I'm going to go to sleep early today.
Okay.
It's been a long day.
Okay. So you're gonna say goodbye now.
Thank you so much. I love all of you.